South Korea's acting president held his first cabinet meeting today, his first order of business, sending 6 contentious bills back to the National Assembly for reconsideration. Prime Minister Han Duck-soo vetoed the 6 bills sponsored by the main opposition party. 4 of them were meant to introduce greater state financial assistance programs for agriculture and fisheries industries. The most contested bill was the Grain Management Act, which would require the government to buy extra rice if prices drop drastically to protect the country's farming industry. The move threatens to deepen the political rift in the wake of Parliament's impeachment of President Yoon Suk-yeol. The Constitutional Court has started gathering evidence for Mr. Yoon's impeachment trial. They want him to submit the martial law decree he issued, as well as the minutes of 2 cabinet meetings linked to the declaration. The court has 180 days to decide whether to remove Mr. Yoon or to reinstate him. Meanwhile, his lawyer is denying insurrection charges against Mr. Yoon, insisting that the impeached president had never thought about or agreed with the idea. And South Korea's National Assembly Speaker says he will work to ensure lawmakers cooperate to allow for a swift impeachment process. CNA's Lim Yun-suk has more details.
Yoo Won-sik, the National Assembly Speaker, was talking to the foreign media, and he said there were 3 key challenges for the National Assembly now that it had passed the impeachment bill on December 14th. Now, one was to ensure a smooth impeachment process because a prolonged uncertainty will place a very heavy burden on the country. And the second was to ensure that there is a stable governance and the livelihood of the South Korean people. Now, he says that he thinks that there should be a formation and operation of a body comprised of the National Assembly and the government. And he said that this was an urgent issue, and right now he was speaking to both the ruling and the opposition parties, although they had their differences, to try and expedite the establishment of this body. Now, he said the third task, he said, was to strengthen this parliament diplomacy. And he said that those teams would go to the United States, Japan, China, and some EU countries, and he didn't say Asia. And so after the press briefing, I went up to him and I asked him if he was also planning to send, a team to Asia. And he said that he had personally wanted to go and visit Asia himself, though his aide at the site then was saying that it was very likely that could be delayed because he was planning to do this sometime in January. And Speaker Woo said that if that is the case, then yes, he would also be sending a team to Asia, though he didn't say exactly which country. And also, it's very interesting that he said he decided to send those teams to those countries because he had received requests from the business sector suggesting that businesses are also very concerned about how the image of South Korea could have been badly tarnished due to this martial law declaration.